Melbourne Crescent, and at the moment we've got Crescent with a handy lead at half time, and it's up to the Joey's boys now to come back strongly here in this third quarter, hopefully for them, and to make a real game of it. From the centre bounce, they get the tap down, the big fella's in there trying to sock it off the ground, and that's Paul Burke. Goes out wide now, picked up here and kick forward for the Joey side by Nathan Panozzo, down towards half forward, but again the defensive Crescents through Paul Shaw. His kick smothered though, goes across the half back line. A race for the ball now where we see for Crescents in front Grant Creeley. He gets a short kick out here, but is picked up again by Nathan Panozzo. A high kick down towards the pocket over the heads of the players. A chance here for the little fellow if he can grab it off. Has a shot towards goal for the Joey side, and that's Nathan Holston, and brings up the first score for the third quarter, and that is 1 point. He's kicked 2 points for the Joey side here this morning. From full-back, the ball's kicked out towards the half-back line. Up they fly. A good mark taken over there for the Joey's goal side, and it's been taken by Matthew Cook. Matthew now with a pass in towards the forward line. A good lead. The mark not taken, though, by the Joey's player. It's picked up here for them. Runs into a tackle. Oh, bit stiff. It was a front-on tackle, and he couldn't get rid of it. It was the Joey's player, and the free kick's gone to the Crescents and taken by Jai Haig. He's kick out to half-back line, and it's marked there, and kick forward for the Joey side by Matthew Cook again. In towards a pocket, and he's found the big blonde-headed ruckman for the Joey's goal side, Nathan Panozzo. He's kicked towards the goal line. Floats in there. Over the heads of the players it goes. 1 on 2 here, and but the strong defence here of Crescent. He ran backwards into trouble though. Troy Julian gets his kick around the corner, stand his ground nicely there for Joey's goal as Matthew Cook, and he gets a free kick. He started this third quarter off well. A short pass, no, the umpires called it back, and Cook's got to have another kick. He started off well here in the third quarter, as I was just saying. He's had about 3 or 4 touches, and he's really trying to get the Joey's goal side moving. He's kicked towards the 10-yard square. Up they fly, knocked to ground by the defenders over there. Through for 1 point, and another point goes on the board to the Joey's goal side, and that was off the boot of Matthew Cook. Right, from full-back now, the ball's kicked out wide towards half-back, pushing the back to the Crescent's player over there in Rundle, and he'll take the free-kick half-back flank. Ball goes back to him now, 50 metres, not delivered properly to him. The umpires are hot on this today, and Joey's are paying the penalty. This is about the 4th 50-metre penalty paid against the Joey side here this morning, and they've been very costly too. Rundle now kicks the ball from just between half-back and centre wing. The mark not taken by Joey's big fella, but they are at the bottom of the pack through Campbell Hodgson. Dropping the ball has been paid, and the free kick to be taken for the Crescent side by Kevin Rock now. The Joey supporters not agreeing with some decisions here this morning as Rock now kicks the ball down the half forward. The bouncing ball there eludes his teammate and Sean Flanagan. Over the heads of the players it goes, picked up here by Sean O'Leary. Caught, dropping the ball, play on, good umpiring as we see Joey's burst out. 2 bounces the players had, and this is number 43, Andrew Strack. He's kicked down to half forward. A chance here for the Joey's. Oh, a push there on the player in Brett Adamski. He's in front again. Gets, no, it wasn't Adamski this time. It was a little fella, Ryan Watson, who put his body in and got pushed in the back and takes a free kick. Kicks now down towards the forward pocket. Teammate down there takes the mark, and he'll go back now in Holston, and Holston now will put Joey's further into attack. A good kick down towards the forward pocket. In front there was the Crescent's player, couldn't take the mark. It hits the turf. Players dive on top of it, coming from everywhere. The players were, and the umpires call for it, and we'll have a ball up in the forward pocket for the Joey's goal. They must get a goal from this onslaught to get them back in the game. Up it goes. Tap down here. Goes where it's grabbed for Joey Crescent's. Close to the boundary line they go. They get a short kicker around towards the half-back flank. Joey's goal, couldn't take it. Socket off the ground by the defenders of Crescent. Oh, good play here by the little fella for the Crescent side. Long handball to his teammate. Good play back there by Jared Wood. Gives it to another player, the original player, Bartels, who did the good work half back. Now, on centre wing is picked up here for the Joey's goal side. Kick forward by Andrew Strack. Comes down here. It's picked up and kicked further forward for them by Brett Adamsky. It goes now where Spokes has got a chance. Forcing it forward. Gets a kick further forward now. The bounce is crucial down there. But it's the defenders again through for the Crescent. Through the agency of Mark Vetter. Takes the ball across half back through Soccer, and he's still going. He's on half back flank now. Soccer's at it for about the fourth time down towards the proper half back line, and it's gone across the line out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in. That was good play there by the defender in Mark Vetter. Boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. Over the back of the pack, it's Crescents again who kicked the ball towards the centre of the ground. Right, coming through here nicely and with good handball for them was Adam Crane. Gets it across to a teammate who gets it down to half forward. Race for the ball now. Socket further afield by Sean O'Leary. Here's a chance. He sockets it again in towards the pocket. The big fella from full forward comes out. Bumps the player there. This is Adrian Nations. The ball's bottled up on the half forward line, or between half forward and forward pocket for the Crescents, and the umpire's call for a throw. Up he throws now. Coming in strongly, Crescents. Here's a little fella at the bottom of the packing. Chris Allen again trying to get it out. Socket further forward. Here's a chance picked up for Crescents. A long shot towards the goal. Offline though, and that was off the boot of Chris Rockhow, and 1 point is the result for the Crescent side. Right now, waiting for the fullback for the Joey's goal to bring the ball back into play. A little short kick or dangerous kick too, but his teammate slips at the crucial stage. Socket off the ground for the Crescent side there by Adam Crane, and it goes through for one behind. This is a guest video production here this morning in this under-13 grand final, K Shield grand final. Newtown Little League is a kick from fullback, another short one. This time the mark's been taken for the Joey side by Matthew Cook. Right, Matthew Cook in the back pocket, kicks the ball down towards half-back flank goal, going in there. Joey's just couldn't take the mark. Out it comes now, a kick towards a 10-yard square down there, and the mark's been taken for the Joey's goals, for the Crescent's side, and that was good play here on the half-forward line by Chris Rockhow to get that ball down, and the big fella, solid fella, and Sean O'Leary's taking the mark, comes in now, puts the ball to boot, straight through the centre it goes, and there's another goal to the Crescent side, and they go further ahead here in the third quarter. As I was saying, this guest video production of the K Shield Grand Final here at the Hume Oval, Newtown Little League under 13 division here, and Crescents have really made their presence felt here, especially in the second quarters. We see the guest video production third quarter scoreboard showing Joey's goal on 1-4-10. Crescents are on 6-4-40. The ball back in the centre, up it goes, tapped down there nicely for the Joey side, but it comes out wide where it's again Crescents at the bottom of the pack, stolen though by Campbell Hodgson for the Joeys. Kicks the ball down to the half forward line, but in defence we've got Paul Shaw. Shaw now gives it to a teammate. He's kicked down towards the centre of the ground. Good play here again for the Joey's goal by Campbell Hodgson. Kicks it towards a pocket, but it's Paul Shaw again in the van. Bumped off the ball there by Holston. It gives his teammate a chance. Comes out towards the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in half forward flank this time. Joey's goal end of the ground. Boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. Up they go. Tapped out towards the boundary line. A quick kick there by Jai Hay, and it's gone across the line, and we'll have another throw in. Right. Boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. Tap towards the boundary line again. Going through strongly there is a Joey's player. Oh, Rundle grabs the player without the ball. He picks it up now. Rundle kicks towards centre wing. A race for it now. Little fella here for the Joey's goal side. Picks it up or dragged to the ground. And that was Mark Bartels. Allows Kevin Rockhow for the Crescent side to come in. Kicks the ball down the half forward. Close to the boundary line. Over it goes. And we'll have a throw in. This time half forward flank for the Crescents. Boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. Tapped the ground. A chance here for the Crescent's player in Kevin Rockow. He couldn't do anything good. He got back up support though by Sean Flanagan. Kicks the ball towards half forward. And a good mark taken for the Joey side by Matthew Cook. Cook now goes across the wood centre half back where he's got Campbell Hodgson. But he's beaten for the ball there by the Crescent's player in Infanong. He's kicked down. Here's a little fella again. Oh, good handball there by Chris Allen. Back to O'Leary. O'Leary, oh, well tackled there by the Joey's player. He's kicked towards a pocket, a kick towards a goal though by the Crescent's player, and a 1 point is the result. And if he'll turn round, I'll pick him up. And yes, it was the number 20 Guernsey for the Crescents, and that was kicked by Adam Crane. Right, Joey's kicked the ball out, another short kick out here towards a pocket where allows the Crescents to come in, try and pick this ball up. Good defensive play though by Cook for the Joey side. Crescents players run into each other. They got the numbers. A short kick there off the boot of Sean Flanagan. Goes close to goal, and the player to kick that was, if you'll turn around, I think it was O'Leary, was it? Again, it was good play. They kept the ball in down there, and another goal has gone on the board. Yes, it was O'Leary, number 24, and Sean O'Leary's kicked his second goal for the Crescents here this morning, and is playing quite well at centre half forward. There we are, the guest video production, third quarter scoreboard. Crescents moved to 7-5-47, 1-4 the Joey's goal. The free kick's been picked out over the line. The play encroached into the square, and the free kick goes to the Crescent side. They play on with a nice kick out here, a good kick too, has found a teammate on half forward, plays on after taking a mark. Flanagan kicks down to half forward, and chipping in O'Leary again has taken a mark between centre half forward. Plays on a high kick towards the goal line, off target this time. Picking it up nicely though is Bartels for the Joey side. He kicks the ball out wide, a race for the ball over there now. Crescent's player pushed or held without the ball, picks himself up now, and I think this is Infanong. He kicks towards centre half forward, and the mark taken here by Rundle. Plays on after taking the mark, kicks the ball long. I think it's gone through. It'll make no difference. He would have received a free kick in any case, and there's another goal on the board to the Crescent side, and this has been kicked by Sean Rundle, the centreman. He's been playing quite well for the Crescents here also this morning, and they just seem to have a little bit more up in attack, and to what the Joey's goal side have, and the half-back line of the Crescents has been playing quite well here also this morning, repelling plenty of the Joey's attacks. The ball back in the centre with the central umpire, throws it up high, up they go. It's tapped down again at the bottom of the pack in the thong. He gets a kick down to half forward, and players jostling down there. The little bloke Bartels is at the bottom of the pack for the Joey side, and the umpire's been forced to move in and throw it up. Right, up it goes. Joey's get the tap down, but a free kick's been picked out of here. Probably penalised the Joey side because they had the run of the ball there, and it's got to come back now, right back to nearly centre half back, whereas they kicked the ball down that was over half forward. So really and truly, I think they could have let that one go as a play-on decision. Right now, waiting for the Joey's goal player in Paul Burke to take this kick now. Turn up back, kicks the ball towards the centre of the ground. Good mark taken here in the centre of the ground by Nathan Panozzo. A long kick forward is a chance for him. Good play here, or being held was a little player there in Brett Adamsky. It's a defence again of Crescents to kick it out to half back. They pick the ball up now through the agency there of Troy Sullivan, was it? His kick goes down. It's Panozzo again, gets a kick around the corner. Racing for the ball over there is Kevin Rock now. Tries to soccer it off the ground. It comes out now through soccer off the ground. Oh, good pick up here for the Joey side. Tries to get a little kick around the corner to Spokes. Spokes picks it up. Handballs to a teammate. He taps it further afield. But look at the Crescent's backman there. Caught with the ball. Handball it out now, where we see Joey's at the bottom of the pack. They get a handball forward through the agency there of Adamsky. The umpire's call for the ball, and we'll have a ball up at half forward for the Joey's goal side. Up it goes in the air. Up the players go. Crescents get the tap down. Goes out wide where we've got Jai Haag. He gets a kick off the ground. Gets it down towards the centre wing. They kick it further afield. Down there, big fella Burke gives a handball across here to Bartels. Bartels down to half forward, but a good mark taken by Flanagan. He races away from his player there. Kicks down to half forward, but it's Joey's 2-on-1. Good shepherding by the Joey's defender. Allows his teammate to come through and get a kick, and that was Campbell Hodgson. He's kicked down to half forward. The half back line again under pressure of the Crescent side. Comes out wide now, where it's picked up here for the Joey side by Matthew Cook. He tried to get a handball out to his teammate Brett Adamsky, who kicks the ball down towards a pocket. Leading in the race for the ball is Grant Creeley. Over the line it goes, and we'll have a throw in half forward flank for the Joey's goal side. Boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. It's tapped down close towards the boundary line again. Racing for the ball here again for the Crescent side is In Fanong. He's kicked down towards the centre wing. The bouncing ball goes towards the centre. Flanagan keeps it ahead of him. Tried to handball further afield, but it's gone across the line. We'll have a throw in centre wing here at the Hume Oval. Boundary umpire with the ball now. Brings it back into play. A high throw in. Up they go. Joey's get the tap down here. Picked up by Flanagan again. Goes down where it's all Joey's. Here a high kick out of defence there for them by Strack. Finds touch between centre wing and half forward flank, and we'll have another throw in. Boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. Good tap down there for the Joey's goal side by Paul Burke. A scramble play here. In for Nong. Tries to get handball. Oh, well done, little fella. Gets a kick down towards a half-forward line. The bouncing ball favours the defender here for Joey's in Andrew Strack. Gives it to a teammate. It wasn't. He kicks the ball down towards centre wing. The mark spilt by Peniza. They dive on top of the Crescent's player, and the umpire will move in and ball it up. Trying his hardest there was Nathan Pinozzo for the Joey's goal side. Up it goes. Tapped down by Big Burke. Comes out as the siren sounds. The little player there for the Joey's goal side, and Bartels was off with it, but the siren is gone, and that's the end of the third quarter here in the K Shield Grand Final between Joey's Gold and Crescents, and the Under 13 Grand Final, 3/4 time scoreboard. Your guest video production third quarter scoreboard shows that Crescents have got a handy lead here this morning, and they're probably springing it from the centre and half back line. They've got a good half forward line. They've got the running players. There we are, 3/4 time scoreboard. Crescents 8 goals 5, 53. Joey's goal 1 goal for 10. Whereas the Joey's goal have got the tall timber doing quite well, but when they get the ball up forward, they seem to struggle a little bit. And as I say, the defenders of the Crescents have played quite well here.